walking in this building. Stoop kids, corner kids. No, stoop kids. They're the ones that stay on the front steps when the parents tell them. The others go down to the corners.
You follow drugs, you get drug addicts and drug dealers.
Get hands up, get down.
But you start to follow the money, and you don't know where it's gonna take you.
You think I have time to ask a man why he giving me money or where he gets his money from?
The game is out there, and it's either play or get played.
It's Baltimore, gentlemen. The gods will not save you.
Barksdale has 5 out of 7 towers in the terrace.
Just a gangster, I suppose. And I want my coins.
These people do not touch the drugs. They don't go near the drugs. The Wire is what gives us Barksdale. Day by day, piece by piece.
The thing is, you gotta be patient. Learn the job, love the job.
Let the game begin. How is it you always got the whole world pissed off at you?
Jimmy is an addict, sir.
What's he addicted to?
Himself. It's also what makes him good police.
He does not get to win, we get to win.
We don't have the courage and the conviction to fight this war the way it should be fought, the way it needs to be fought. Well, then we're staring at defeat, and that defeat will not be forgiven. Can't even call this shit a war.
Why not?
Wars end.
I've been out there since I was 13. I've been straight up, but what come back? This game is rigged, man. Be like the little bitches on the chessboard.
Pawns.
Go a long way in this country killing black folk. Young males especially.
You're always in the market for a good soldier. This here ain't you.
Many of these kids are profoundly damaged. What they've seen, how they've lived.
You older than your daddy was when he went out on the corner.
Well, he done got him locked up.
That's the message, D. You can't show no weakness.
The man must have a code.
You come at the king, best not miss.
Kuya P, Nerds Rule the World. I'm super excited. I have, as you see on the screen, some special guests. From The Wire, we're celebrating the 20th anniversary. Dominic West, Wendell Pierce. It's truly a pleasure to see you guys. Actually, again, I worked on seasons 4 and 5 of The Wire. And it's actually all the episodes in that last season. So I got to be directed by you, Dominic. And
lucky
I don't know
you.
if you remember, Wendell, you and I spoke quite a bit on set when we were in a couple of different shows. So
yeah, I thought you looked familiar. Yeah, good seeing you again, man.
Thank you. A lot of my hair moved from my head to my face because it's not on the top anymore. But my experiences on this set were just a wonderful family. Both of you all established such a great cast. So I'm curious, the same for you both. Some just memories on set and just the bonds and relationships with such an ensemble that was involved with this cast. Dominic, if I could go with you first.
Oh, fuck. I'm panicking now. Was I all right when I was directing? I was in a bit of a panic. I didn't say I wasn't curt with you or anything.
You looked composed. You looked fine.
Good. No, I remember actually that experience of directing. I remember Nina Noble, who you might remember as the producer, coming on set and saying, as I was working really quite hard on it, I'd prepped it and everything else. And she came on and she went, "Dominic, don't worry, we can fix everything in post." My memories, I don't know, 5 seasons of, there was so much variety. I mean, we were just talking now, Wendell, about the bars we used to sit in, and very often the regulars of those bars would come in and either sit there and make noises saying, you know, it's time you lot moved on, we want to get drinking, or they would be employed as supporting artists. And there were some pretty crazy ones who there was a guy with a trach who used to anyway. Wendell, come on, you tell. You tell. I'm much better at these things.
We had, as you can see with Dominic, we had a blast on the set. Yes, it was rigorous. It was crazy at times, really difficult at times. But the camaraderie on and off screen was real, and we are friends to this day. You know, I remember the times we spent together hanging out off screen more than I remember the episodes themselves, because real true avid fans of The Wire come up and say, don't you remember that scene where you said this? And I'm like, I don't know. You know, it was years before I realized.
You didn't know it at the time.
Yeah.
Never mind 20 years later.
You know, Dominic and I were talking about earlier today how we were both kind of whisper when we didn't know our lines. You knew a guy didn't know his lines because he would get lower and lower. It's like, hey, listen, McNulty, what you have to do is make sure you get right to it.
I love
it. Like, cut. I'm like, wait, what's that line? Oh, okay, yeah, I get it. Oh, yeah, all right. So we had a blast, man. And it's about the work that you do and the people you do it with. That's going to be the lasting impression. And on both counts, it was high order.
I love it. And to carry on with a lasting impression, I have to tell you, Wendell, what I remember of our conversation on set is you actually asked me more about myself. Where are you from and all of that. So that meant a lot, you know, it just showed how personable you were. So again, I got to thank you for that time.
You know, a lot of the times forget everybody's an artist, you know, and so I was always curious of the people who we were working with. My stand-in, Ron, I don't know Ron's last name. I was just shooting in Washington, D.C. in the middle of the scene. You know, all of a sudden I'm seeing this background actor walk by, and in the middle of the scene, I'm listening and discussing. I'm like, Ron! They're like, I was like, I worked 7 years with this guy. I'm like, hold on, time out. You know, so real family, man. And it's a beautiful family, and we're still in touch with people today.
I love it. And for you, Dominic, you know, we're celebrating this 20 years. Any other tales or just bonds that have just increased maybe since then, or maybe some future projects that we can see with you with other Wire actors again, because I know that relationships are still there and everybody's still working together here and there that we can celebrate.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose it's been 15 years that we've been trying to get a movie together. I didn't realize that it was that it was nixed by some of the writers, but I did spend quite a long time trying to find projects where we could all work again together, because it was a unique bunch of people, and we all need the work. But no, there was a bond there that you only get from working with people over a long period of time. And I remember when I got to direct in the last season, and it was pretty scary to be directing actors who I'd been, you know, working with for 5 years and who knew far more about, you know, to be in a different position, to be on the other side of the camera. And they were all extremely kind and indulgent to me. And Wendell in particular, until I said one thing to him, which was, how about in this next, just play the silencers? And I remember him just looking at me going, listen, I'll put up with a lot of your shit, but I'm not putting up with that sort of director bullshit. But I
really just didn't understand the note. That's all, you know.
Who can? I mean, you can't. It's because the note can't be given. But I think I was just overawed and sort of trying to come up with something and only coming up with that. But no, we had a great time. I can't remember anything specific because it was.
I remember specifically that when Dominic was chosen to direct an episode, I remember we all gathered and said, "Hey, listen, man, this is our man. This is our guy. This is our boy, Dominic. We have to be on our A game to make sure we're there for him." And it was a conscious thing that we wanted to make sure that we did our best because it was our guy directing and stuff, you know. And so it was. That's the thing that I really loved. I distinctly remember that. I don't know if anybody ever told you that, Dominic.
No, they didn't. But there you are. That's the kind of people I was with, and no, I didn't know you did that, but I was very conscious because you must have known how scared I was, and I was very conscious. Everyone treated me really well. It was kind of bizarre because it was the only time anyone treated me well.
Well, Dominic and Wendell, man, this is such a pleasure to celebrate. I feel so old that we're celebrating the 20th anniversary of this, and I'm sure you guys feel too. But this is just such an experience, and to see you both again and give you thanks to work on there and celebrate this is just such an honor. Everybody, check out The Wire. It's on Blu-ray, DVD, digital, and streaming on HBO Max. Wendell Pierce, Dominic West, Kuya P, Nerds Rule the World. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.
Kuya, thank you.
Appreciate you guys.